I've got a video showing the process of doing a single level of old world style chip, especially bigger ones. I've got another video showing the process of doing 2 layers deep, so you remove one chip and then do another one inside of that. And so I figured time do a video of doing 3 layers, so you can see the target here that I'm going for. Got the first level of chip here, and the second level and the third level all kind of within that first big one. And this is the first time I've done this design, this style. I haven't gone 3 layers deep before, so that's why I don't have any videos. But overall the process is going to be pretty much the same as it is for all the others, just doing it more times. And one thing to notice is before I remove this chip, I did go ahead and take these lines and continue and extend them onto the surface, just because once I remove this first chip, these pattern lines are going to go away, and so I won't have those as a reference anymore. Which reminds me, I probably want to put little marks down here as well to show where those need to come together. So just for my own future reference. Now I can get started here. And since I'm going 3 layers deep, I want to make sure I don't get too crazy with depth on this first one. I want to keep this one pretty shallow, just enough to kind of create the distinction between the surface and this first chip. So I think that depth that I have right there at the point is probably all I'm going to do for that. So now it's just kind of backfill the rest of this chip to come out to the back edge. And if this were just going to be a single chip, if I were just going to do this as one big triangle here, I would definitely want to spend time to make sure that I get this as a nice single surface, everything lined up nicely. But really, I just don't need to spend that time on this first one, because I know that I'm just going to be carving out of it again. And so kind of the same thing here. I don't need to quite get to that outer line quite perfectly, because I've got more carving to do. Alright, I've got a little bit of a facet here where these two cuts kind of leave a bit of an angle. See if I can smooth that out a touch. There. Okay, so now this is where I want to take this line and continue it down to meet up with this point. And I'll do the same thing here. And that'll form my secondary chip. So now I'm just treating each of those triangles as their own new triangular old world chip. And so, same as before, kind of do this first cut to get most of the depth, kind of see what I'm working with here, and again, I have another cut coming after this, so I don't want to go too deep with that. And that's just fine. So now I will try to come more along this outside line of the circle. And then want to match the depth on this one with the depth on that one. And finish it off with perimeter. Okay, those look nice and even. So now for the last set, again, continue this line down in there. And I'm realizing I neglected to, after doing that first chip, I really should have drawn lines on the inside of this one. But I can see, or just kind of mathematically and confirming with this one, I want it to line up about halfway on this one, so that's going to be my target there. And then again halfway. And one more set. One challenging aspect of these multi-layered old world chips is trying to get the knife blade to kind of line up 3 different times on this same kind of vertical edge, so that I don't have kind of a step visible into the side of that once I'm done. So I can do this in one clean swipe. Like that. Tiny bit of cleanup on the edge of this one, it looks like. And that's pretty much how that goes.